Trump campaign national spokesperson Katrina Pierson. Katrina, nice to see you.
Great to be here. Thank you.
You know, you think about it during the primary when Donald Trump was speaking and his immigration policy was so clear. Build a wall, deport 11 million illegal immigrants, and make America great again. It was simple. It was said over and over and over again. Why are things now becoming, as it relates to immigration, so much more complicated?
Well, Leland, it's not really complicated. Mr. Trump is just simply trying to have a discussion about what needs to happen and what he wants to do. He has said many times in many rallies that he doesn't want to be like Barack Obama and start signing executive orders, and he will have to work with Congress to get some of the more complex things done. But his overall message has not changed. There is no path to citizenship. There is no path to legalization. Those here illegally will have to leave. And in order to even come back, they're going to have to pay fines and taxes to qualify for reentry after they get to the back of the line. This is nothing new.
All right, so even though he said earlier he's softening, we're not hearing anything new.
No, simply because the words that were being used prior to that discussion was deportation force, which we have ICE, and it is their job to deport illegal aliens. We already have that system in place. So he's just not using those words anymore. And he does want to work with people, which is why he says that, in order to get this process done. Again, this is going to have to be done in Congress. Mr. Trump wants to make sure that we have a good process in place, and we have to do some changing of our existing laws, not just enforce them, but we have existing laws that are keeping people who are doing things the right way, they're unable to get here.
So would it be fair to say that what we're hearing from Mr. Trump even today, or perhaps in his immigration policy speech next week that we know is planned, is really sort of a starting point for negotiation, or are those red lines for him?
Well, some of these issues are definitely red lines, like building the wall. There's no negotiation there.
Is there negotiation, though, on how many illegal immigrants leave?
Stop drug trafficking. We need to stop sex trafficking. I'm sorry?
I said, there's no negotiation on the wall, you say, but there is negotiation perhaps on who has to leave, when they have to leave, how they're going to be, quote-unquote, rounded up?
Well, that is definitely the process that Congress will have to decide. So he's going to put forth his vision on what he thinks should be done and how it should be done in his speech. But really, we're talking about November and who's going to be the leader of this country. And there's really the only discussion on immigration we should be having are, here are your choices. You have a candidate in Donald Trump who does not want amnesty, who wants to build the wall to keep drug trafficking and sex trafficking out of this country, and someone who wants to enforce our current laws in sanctuary cities. The other option, Hillary Clinton has already said in her first 100 days she wants amnesty. She doesn't like the wall, and she's just really not interested in enforcing these laws that we currently have on the books. Those are the two choices people have in November.
All right, so you get to those choices, and you've laid out actually very clear policy differences between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And you also think about Hillary Clinton's major flaws, if you will, or weak spots. Everything from the Clinton Foundation to the Rose Law Firm to Whitewater to the email scandal, email 2.0, Benghazi, or time as Secretary of State. The list goes on. We don't have that much time left, though. Why not hit her consistently on those things? Why, as we've seen over the past week, give her openings and give the press openings by going after Hillary Clinton on things like calling her a bigot or using these words that the press uses as distractions?
Well, Mr. Trump is talking about all of the above. As you mentioned, there's so many things to talk about, many things that people don't really get to hear in the media, which is one of the reasons why he discusses those things. But she does have serious problems, and that's why her trust numbers are extremely, extremely low. I think they're at 29% now. Mr. Trump wants to talk about everything because he wants to talk to everyone, because he wants to be president for everyone in the country.
All right. Katrina Pierson, we appreciate you being here. Pastor Mark Burns, also a Trump supporter, coming up in the next hour. Good to see you. Come back sometime soon.
Great to be here. Thank you.